YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
I find him. You know, I like Chick Smooth. Chick Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Oh man, this is an absolute horrible time if you work at ESPN. Just like they've been doing every single year, ESPN is currently doing layoffs right now. If you work at ESPN, you were supposed to be notified today that you were being laid off. Unless you're Ryan Clark and you were told while you were live on air. Now, this Ryan Clark situation is an eye-opener for everybody. The man poured in 11 years into the company. Even when I'm sure he had other offers, the man still stayed loyal. And how does ESPN reward him? By basically humiliating and embarrassing the man in front of everybody. Now, I do have some backstory for you guys on how and why everything went down the way it did. According to Lauren LaRosa, shout out to Lauren, she said, I spoke to a source close to NFL Live production on Ryan Clark's firing who tells me Ryan Clark was blindsided while on air. My source is a legend that the head of ESPN content, Burke Magnus, had the news of the firing leaked to Outkick, which, by the way, is absolutely insane. But she continues, an outlet who my source alleges then celebrated and rallied conservatives to pour on support to control the narrative. My source close to production continues with, a company like Disney broke the news to that outlet and then told Ryan as he was on TV during the break. Yet they were posting his takes all day on social media while this was happening to get the views.
And I believe Isaiah likely could be a huge reason why you can be patient. When you think about the way he was paired with Mark Andrews in Baltimore, he was the guy that gave you the explosive play that could stretch you down the seam. And now with Jackson Dart, to give him an outlet that's closer to the line of scrimmage, closer to the tackle box, I believe Matt Nagy understands how to utilize a tight end, and he could have a young Travis Kelce effect for this New York Giants offense. I believe he is just waiting to be unleashed. And you add Theo Johnson to that, who was already in New York, who we've seen make...
My source continues. This was handled with the least amount of respect and dignity for Ryan Clark, a man who's worked as hard for a network as he has and been one of the faces. I'm told Ryan will be okay. There's a lot more to come of this and how it played out. Ryan has received a tremendous amount of support from media, current and former players, head coaches in NFL and NBA, as well as entire company of people and producers in tears and shock this happened. My source makes it clear. It's not a money thing and the network still has to pay him. We know why it is. So I believe she's alluding to Ryan being controversial. A lot of people feel like Ryan brings race into a lot of the conversations that happens on air. And of course, as I told you guys in the last video, the Peter Schrager incident from last year played a huge part in it. Now, just like Lauren said, a lot of media personalities has Ryan's back. Emmanuel Acho absolutely tore ESPN apart last night. Here's what he said.
Your reaction to Ryan Clark being let go.
Executives are cowards. It is one thing to fire a man. If you work long enough, you will get fired regardless of your profession. But to fire a man that helped bring a show its very first Emmy Award in the midst of that show is cowardly. On NFL Live. NFL Live, a show that's for the last 2 years won back-to-back Emmy Awards for best daily sports show. Y'all know how many daily sports shows there are in the world? Many of which you watch, and even more that you don't watch. And they have objectively been voted on 2 years straight for having the best one. And you're going to fire an anchor of that show? Not just an anchor of that show. Y'all just now about to have a Super Bowl. That's why you got Troy Aikman. That's why you came out here from Fox and you got our talent. And Ryan Clark is on that Monday night show. Fire that man. So to me, it is cowardly to fire a man in the midst of him working for a show that he has built up to Emmy level and Emmy quality. I fully understand firing somebody. You got to fire somebody, you got to fire somebody. Bet we all going to get fired. At least I have. I'll speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else. You get fired. But it's another thing to fire somebody in the midst of a show. To me, that's repulsive. It's cowardly.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people get fired every day. But what I don't understand is, you had all these other opportunities to fire Ryan Clark. Why are you firing while he was on air? I don't understand that. At the old show, I heard that, Acho and his homies got fired on air. I wasn't there. I knew it was about to happen. Yeah, what's about to happen? Okay, I will not be.
It's a true story. It's a true story.
But that's true story. But my thing is, it's like, and I don't have anything to say bad about ESPN because I don't know all the particulars of what really happened. But I do know this. is that Ryan Clark is really, really good on TV, right? And I think a lot of viewership, they love to see Ryan Clark. He's one of the guys, he's an ex-player that speaks and gives you the insight of what a player goes through. You know, so I just don't understand why they fired him while he was on air. That's kind of wild to me. I'm sure that we'll get the real story eventually soon because he'll speak his piece and let everyone know what really happened.
Yeah, no, firing someone while they're in the middle of a workday, a little crazy, especially when they're doing their job to the best of their ability. It does seem crazy.
Let me provide some nuance. Again, we're going ha kiki. That's the show. I'm gonna laugh at myself. Y'all can laugh at me in the chat. Throw tomatoes. Do all the things. Last year, true story. I find out that our show's getting canceled. Me, Shady, James Jones, Chase Daniel. I find out our show's getting canceled like 5 days before it gets canceled. But we found out in reality on social media. The executives never told us first. My representatives told me first. That's how I found out. Hey, Acho, this is about to happen. Keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody. Funny enough, obviously Shady my dog, so with all due respect, I talked to my dog. But keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody. Executives did not tell us that we were getting fired. We found out on Twitter in a post-show meeting. True story. And Rome is my witness in the back. He was with me at the last show. Shout out my dog, Rome.
Shout out to producer Rome.
After every show, we do a post-show meeting. Post-show meeting to prepare for the next show. That's how it goes down. You do the show, you do a post-show meeting. We're in the post-show meeting, ha-ha and kiki. And, hey, what y'all want to talk about tomorrow? All right, yeah, let's talk about Eagles, repeat Super Bowl champs, da-da-da, bet. As the executive is upstairs, we get tweets and texts. And, oh, my God, you know, the facility getting canceled, getting canceled. Didn't even tell, bruh, true story. James had left because only I did the post-show meeting. Shady, James Jones, Chase didn't have to do post-show meeting. I did the post-show meeting. James had left, 2-5. He forgot something. His badge didn't work, Shady. I swear to God.
Now, after being away from social media ever since he got fired yesterday, Ryan broke his silence this morning. He wanted to let everybody know he was good. He said, proof of life. Before the madness of yesterday, I woke up, got in my Tundra, drove to Planet Fitness, and got to work. The rest of the day was eventful, but the journey continues. My peace is with God, and my humility comes from within. I'll continue to build myself so the world can never strip me of what's real. Then Ryan went on Twitter after seeing some of his colleagues get fired. He said, I'm sending prayers and love to all those laid off today by ESPN. So many of you have poured your life into that company, and I know how you're feeling right now. My hope is, as this door closes, another one opens for you all. God bless. So as you guys can see from what it looks like, obviously he's hurt by it, but he's going to be okay. The man made a decent amount of money in NFL. He's also been working at ESPN for 10 plus years, and he also has his podcast, The Pivot. And I'm sure he's already gotten calls and offers from other networks. So Ryan is going to be okay. He's going to bounce back. However, not just for Ryan, let this be an eye-opener to everybody out there. These companies only care about themselves and their bottom line. No matter how long you've been with them, no matter how much you do for them, just keep in mind when it's your turn on the chopping block, they're not going to save you. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Ryan's statement and also ESPN letting him go? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.